Hi everybody. Today's video will be the April 2021 forecast for Taurus natives. This covers sun, moon, and rising sign for our friends Taurus. Today I'll be using a mixture of cards, including the traditional Rider-Waite deck and some more fun ones too mixed in. And the very last card I'm going to draw will be the best crystal for you to work with in the month of April. Be sure and watch to the very end so you don't miss that. Also, I do have a timestamp if you want to jump ahead and perhaps just look at relationships or your biggest obstacle. Once again, this is my take on the astrology and the tarot, and because of that, it's not going to resonate with everyone. And that's okay. If it doesn't resonate with you, no worries. Just pass it on by, and I do hope you find what you're looking for. Okay, Taurus, let's jump in. Let me shuffle really quickly. And the first card will be what you're bringing forward from March into April. Oh, interesting. Surrender. The affirmation for this card is all is well. I surrender to my inner guidance. I think that kind of sums it up too, doesn't it? You've been working hard on balancing your intellectual mind with your more creative side. You know that things have to change and you've been working on it, but it doesn't seem like it's happening fast enough. But in March, and especially around the time of the full supermoon, things started shifting for you. And you notice that, yeah, you're not opposing these changes now. You're working towards them and you are also inviting them in your life. So you are in fact surrendering to them, and it's making the changes appear quicker in your life and also causing less chaos with the changes. So this is a good place to be as we start the month. You're ready for the change and you're ready to accept it and you're no longer fighting it. And speaking of the supermoon in March, you probably had some interesting or even strange dreams during that time. So I would advise you, if you haven't already, pick up a notebook or a journal and start writing your dreams out, because they're giving you insight into what's really bothering you or what the real issue is in accepting some of these changes, because it may not be what you think it is. But like I say, write down the dreams and you'll start to see a pattern. So let's see what your biggest obstacle for the month will be, and I'm going to use the traditional cards here. The King of Swords inverted. Of all the King cards, I think he may be the toughest because he's someone who's been tried. He's gone through his share of obstacles. He's faced grief. He's faced loneliness. And now he's on the other side of it. Did it change him? Of course it did. But he did survive it, and that's really important anytime we look at any of the cards from this suit. And we see that when this card is reversed like this, it shows us that the answers that we're seeking are generally within ourselves. The direction we're looking for, our intuition, what we should do next, all the answers are within us. And it's time to look within to better understand our situation. What are we actually trying to accomplish? Are we trying to do something from the heart? Are we trying to impress someone? Are we really ready for the change? Or do we want things to just kind of slow down a little bit and just not be as tough as they've been? So this card is going to really push you to look inside, because you know, obviously, what it is that you want and your motivation, but maybe you haven't come to terms with it yet. Could it be that you are making these changes not because you really want to, but maybe someone is forcing you to do them or pushing you into doing them, perhaps a spouse or even a friend? This card as an obstacle just means that, yeah, it's going to be another month probably of you exploring your own emotions and coming to terms with everything as you consider what you need to do next. It's not a bad card and a bad placement. This is a strange time, Taurus, and actually doing okay. I mean, yes, it could have been better, but it hasn't been that horrific for you at all. But you're ready for it to end, and you're ready to get back to life and get back to traveling and shopping and being able to eat out and do those things. And in some places that's happening. Not everywhere though. As you're considering everything that happened the last year, you're looking for answers, and guess what? You carry all the answers you need. So yeah, as an obstacle, this is not bad, but yeah, it is going to be a challenge for you in the upcoming month. So the next card will be your biggest asset. Okay, family harmony. You know what they say, when mom's happy, everybody's happy? Well, that's kind of what this card means. It means working together as a team, everybody getting along, and everybody feeling heard, feeling like they can express their feelings and that they matter. That will be your biggest asset in the month, is listening and encouraging everyone in the household to participate, to be heard, to weigh in on a subject. Taurus does better when everyone at home gets along, where people feel comfortable and at ease at home. You need a nice, quiet, calm space, a place that also reflects your personality, but also gives you a place to showcase some of your finer things, and also just place to go and unwind. When things are going off the rails at home, it destroys your peace of mind. So that's why you need things to flow calmly at home. Family harmony will be your biggest asset for the month of April. So overall, that looks really good. Following from there, we're going to look at your household. What's going on with you at home? Creative expression. Okay, this is an interesting card. This card actually comes up quite a bit in readings. It means working on something just for the joy of creating, as opposed to building something or creating something to sell or give away for a birthday present or something like that. It means finding joy in writing music or painting or crafting, gardening, whatever it may be. It's about taking the time to just relax and enjoy yourself. Enjoy the simple pleasures of creating without the pressure of trying to come up with a product to sell or a gift or something like that. You are very creative, but often you push your creativity aside because you're working on things to make money. And there's no judgment, I do that too. But our souls need that release from time to time of being able to tap into that childlike wonder of creating. That is what needs to happen. So the next card is your love life for single and partnered Taurus natives. Ooh, the card is breaking free. Well, this is pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? I would say for single Taurus natives, it's time to break the dating pattern that you're currently in. Stop dating the same type of people and expecting things to work out differently. Taurus attracts people because you're generally a very outgoing, fun-loving person who's usually very attractive. But just because somebody comes up and wants to be in your life doesn't actually mean that you should allow them. And that's been a lesson with you with dating too over the last year or so, about being a little bit more picky about who you go out with. So single Taurus, I think it's time that you change that up. If you've been reluctant about putting yourself out there, I think it's time. And for partnered Taurus, well, if the relationship's not going very good, breaking free kind of sums it up. It's been tough. The last year has been tough with the pandemic, unemployment's on the rise, there's been lots of stressors. But if the relationship wasn't good before that, then this only made the situation worse. So it's time to ask yourself, is this what you want moving forward? And if not, have a heart-to-heart talk with your spouse and really see what you can do to change the situation. And if you find that your spouse is moving in one direction and you're moving in another, and that you both want different things, then maybe this is time to finally end it. Probably not what you wanted to hear, but not a surprise either. We're going to pull the last card. Well, there's a crystal card after that. Where you will be at the end of April if you continue on the path you're on now. And the card is, self-reliance. This is a nice card. This means that you're not dependent on anyone. You don't have to ask permission. You don't have to beg for money. Your own boss. So if you keep going the way you are right now, it looks like you're going to be self-reliant, which means probably a new job or that business taking off. And it also could mean that, yes, the end of a partnership, because that has been something that has worried you too, is without that other stream of income, can you make it? Well, guess what? This card pretty much signifies you can. So overall, this was a pretty good month for you, it looks like. If you continue on as you are now, there will be some challenges, of course, but overall, it looks like you will triumph, and this will be one of your better months. Let me pull the last card, which is from the Crystal Oracle deck. Ooh, nice, Petrified Wood. This is a nice card. We don't see this very often. Petrified wood is something that's found all over the world. It's a stone that helps us feel safe and secure. It also helps to calm down the root chakra when we end up in that fight or flight survival mindset. step. Petrified wood helps also in setting the pace and not overdoing things, and also not getting lost in small details and ending up, losing the day. Also brings a soothing calmness to life, as well as slowing down some of the internal dialogue, making it easier for you to think and focus on what's really important. So I think this is a really good stone. We should all probably own some petrified wood. You don't see it made into jewelry that often. There is some, but generally it's sold as a tumbled stone. So I would suggest that you carry a piece with you and try and meditate with it as well during the month of April. Overall, this looks like a very good month for you. It's going to be a pivotal month for you in seeing your deeper connection to society, the world at large too. You are so rooted in nature that sometimes you forget that there is a collective of people out there. And I know lately you've been indoors and you haven't been able to get out and to reconnect with nature. And I really hope you can do that over the course of spring or the next several months for you, depending on where you live. I hope you found this little mini reading helpful, Taurus. If you would like your own personal reading, you can find me at Serenity. I'll put my information up here and below. And also, if you would like to leave me a comment and maybe say thank you to the patrons who sponsored this video, that would be awesome. And if you like this video, why not consider being a patron yourself? I'll put that information up here and below as well. Thank you guys so much. Stay tuned for more videos. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.